No Film School's coverage of NAB 2017 is brought to you by Blackmagic Design, amazing solutions for film, post-production, and television. Vimeo, the new home for 360 video. Learn more at vimeo.com/360. My Rode Reel, presented by Rode Microphones. Back with more categories, more chances to win, and over $500,000 worth of prizes.
Hey there, this is Diesel with No Film School. We're at NAB 2017. I'm here with Dennis from Freefly Systems. He's going to tell us about this new control unit that they've got. It's pretty exciting.
Hello. Yeah. This is our new Pilot module. It's pretty much a new Movi controller. Last year we released the Mimic Beta, which was a huge success, giving people intuitive access over controlling pan and tilt, especially for action shots. This year, Pilot is the Mimic on steroids, pretty much, adding the focus knob, industry standard force joystick and slider. Focus knob is adjustable damping, so you can change the stiffness if you want to do faster throw. Other than that, it's very modular. As you can see on the other setup, we put it on a shoulder rig where you have your focus knob and the joystick. And then when you have Mimic, you can get old school shoulder rig kind of action, 600 plus feet away from your camera. Other than that, you can configure pretty much any input to any output, so you can end up using this for roll and this for pan and tilt, and this being the pan adjustment. And we are coming up with so many new features, such as right now this B button is mapped as marks, so you can add digital marks.
Oh, wow.
And then as you go over them, you kind of get indicators.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is just kind of the beginning for us. We also we are releasing a new firmware for Mimic next week, and that will allow for you to connect two Mimics and two Movi controllers at the same time to a Movi XL or a Movi Carbon or a Movi Pro. So you can split up controls, give one knob to your DIT running Iris, give one to another guy running wheels, and then you can get creative pretty much.
Ultimate control.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's the availability of this unit?
Right now we are at our final stage of doing the production, and we are planning to ship end of May.
End of May.
And the software is gonna drop next week.
And the price point?
It's gonna be sub 5,000 for the whole bundle, including Mimic. You can see how sensitive it is. It's just amazing. Like, I usually show people like just barely touch it just to get zoom control. You can get much faster too. Here we got Iris slider. You could, for instance, unplug this one, where you just end up with a knob and toggle through different controls with just a knob. So you can do your zoom with the knob, for instance. And we also released our API, which allows access for any third-party developers to come up with any controls, so they can plug into Mimic or to Movi Pro or to Movi XL directly. Alpha Wheels is an example. They just released a new module where you can put your Mimic and you can use Alpha Wheels. Veracity guys came up with new applications where you can use your Preston controller to control Movi Pro directly.
Oh, cool.
So it's all part of the ecosystem.
So this is the Movi Carbon. It's our brand new 5-axis stabilizer. So like a normal Movi with 3 axes would have pan, tilt, and roll. This has another 2 axes on the inside of the shroud. So there's an inner pan and an inner tilt axis. And the benefits of that is that they're directly coupled to the camera, and they're protected from bumps and wind and things like that. So you get higher bandwidth, higher performance stabilization on the inner axes. And we've built it around the Sony a7S II with a Sony 24 to 240 millimeter lens. And so you can get stable shots all the way out to 240 millimeters from a drone, handheld, vehicle mount. This is a prototype of a new product that we're working on. So I don't have info for availability or pricing yet, but we want to show it off because it's the first 5-axis handheld stabilizer.
So this unit is going to come out with a fixed lens, or are you going to have interchangeable lenses?
This one's built around this camera and lens, so the inner 2 axes are perfectly balanced for the a7S II with that lens. We might do other packages in the future, but this is the one that we're doing initially, so it'll just be that camera lens package. This one here's probably about 13 pounds. This is a prototype built around a Movi Pro. the final system will be more integrated, and since you don't need as much balance adjustment, since it's a fixed payload, we can do optimization to reduce the weight even further. Our target is somewhere around 10 pounds.